Hello, mate, governor. This video is brought to you by minmax-loot.fyi. It is a tutorial on how to do loot so Slay can do it while I'm away on vacation. As you see here, we have the loot from each split posted into the spreadsheet with a giant black bar in between the raids. You can see me sorting your loot alphabetically, and then I'm gonna copy and paste it over on the other side. I'm just scanning it right now for shitty items that isn't worth clogging the DKP site up with, like Crescent Blades of Lucklin. What am I gonna delete next? Boots of Blade Calling. Complete trash. Green resistance stones. Get them, bro. What are you doing? Get those green. Yeah, those gloves are garbage. We just roll all this shit out in raid 1. Like you can see how small my list is. Like those katanas of pain should have never been bid out. Just roll them out. Nobody's gonna spend DKP on that shit. That silver sword, absolute garbage. Honestly, I would have deleted the Tyro's manuscripts or just rolled them out too. Bellium Fraught Shackles, I would have deleted those on the spot in raid as soon as they drop because they're disgusting. But you can see me here sorting again by column I. Column I is a recurring feature in this presentation for dealing with loot on the other side of the black bar. You can see me here copying everything now and pasting it into the master list, and I am going to delete that from the other side of the black bar now, and then I'm going to take the whole master list and sort it by column C alphabetically A to Z. This gives me the master list to copy and paste. Basically, you take all of column C and copy it, and you'll see that it's going to be dropped into the DKP site. What am I doing here? Oh, so basically, when Raid 2 has extra loot, they send it to one of my alts. Slay, you're probably going to want to make a few extra characters on Slay's account, so they can send it to random characters. I'm basically taking the person's name and replacing it with the tune that it got sent to, so it's easier to look at in the morning. This is pretty common. You just hit Control F and do the find and replace with. Super easy, just makes it a little more less of a mind game in the morning when it goes to send stuff out in the morning. So that's looking pretty good. And what are we doing now? We are taking the giant master loot. You know, you could do a one more once over. Like, is any of this stuff worth bidding out? Probably not. Take the copy it, go to bulk item upload, and this is crucial here. You want to make sure these settings are set before you bulk item upload, because there's a bug, it won't take the duration and stuff. You want it to be on exact pay, or no, you want it to be on second plus one non-exact pay, and 600 minutes is 10 hours. I usually do it for like 660 minutes or 600 minutes whenever you really want to be sending out loot the next day. And then you just hit start auctions. From here, the loot's frickin' closed. It's done being bid out. Usually I take a few minutes and just go through each piece of loot, make sure people aren't bidding on shit they can't use. You know, the mask looks good. Make sure like there's no raid alts that never got set as a raid alt, and they're a citizen still or some shit, you know, so everything's kosher there. You know, I just kind of go through each piece of loot here. Grats on the belt, Zug UR looks great. Love that belt. Grats on the shield, Goliath, a super bis. Shield for warriors. The horn links, good job. All the rot loot you just kind of leave hanging out there. Vambracers of Discontent looks good. And this is a good point in time to make note of duplicate items that only have one bid on them. We will go over this later in the video when it comes time to sending stuff out and pruning the master send out list. So basically you're just kind of thinking, oh, okay, one person bid on that. There's going to be a few extra that OpenDKP doesn't put in the list, so I'm going to have to delete them, blah, 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 blah. You'll see, I'll go over it. Sledge of Smashing looks very nice. Probably gonna yoink that right out of surplus loot for my Paladin and Shadow Knight. You know. Skywatcher's Monocle looks good. It's Mana Pres 3. Julep is a wizard. That is super kosher. That's a good bid. Lynx, Superman bid, frickin' Siren Song, Dagger of the Sea, Gretz, Lynx, it's a nice dagger, Goliath got a silver disc, it's like a budget neck item, versus paying 392 DKP for a Voltron's Necklace of Wonder. Great buy. Let's look at the tiers here. Karth won a tier, Rickus won a Cylindroid dagger. These rings, people love spending a lot of DKP on. This ring, a poison tier. Karth was on a tier frickin' rampage last night and just bought all the tiers, I guess. Okay, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. I hope he doesn't go negative or we're gonna burn him at the stake. Whatever. I haven't put in this video like what we do to like authenticate if people are gonna go negative or not. They've been pretty good lately about bidding what they can afford, and that's been fine. So, you know, if somebody goes negative, it's not the end of the world, but we're definitely gonna scold them so it doesn't become commonplace. I'm looking at the Helmet of the Deep Sea here. I'm pretty sure Goliath has a Helmet of the Rallozek, and he's bidding on this for the Enduring Breath, but he's also won the Enduring Breath Greaves. Just confirming, yes, he won a Helmet of the Rallozek. He doesn't need a frickin' downgrade helmet for an alternate source of Enduring Breath. So I go back to the Helmet of the Deep Sea and delete his bid off the Helmet of the Deep Sea so a nice raid alt can get it. Boom, yeah, he won the Greaves, grats, you got Enduring Breath, you don't need fucking 14 fucking pairs of Enduring Breath items. Everything else was looking pretty good. Take note here, another duplicate item with only one winner. That'll come up later in the video. Azagal bid on a Flamekiss tier. He won it, so did Schmitty. Grats. Luma won a mask. Good job. There's one there. Just double checking, making sure it's the Caster mask and not the similarly named Wisdom Caster mask. Dragon Scaled mask. Catcher went super big on it, only bid, gets it for min bid. Shorty Fats is a rogue, needs attack, won the head. Grats, Meslo won the frickin' Enchanter helmet, whatever. Grats. Lynx won a Breastplate of Superiority, that's a good buy. He's a bard, good job. Bracelet of the Deep Sea, let's see here. Yep, Swords and Incaster. It has int on it. That's fine with me. Don't give a fuck at this point. Jinx is a plate bard, he can wear that. Carjax is a fucking enchanter. Boots of the Dead Dream, blah 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 blah. Yep, Baton of Flame. What people should be going crazy over instead of a Scepter of Destruction, but it went for fucking 50 DKP. So that is what it is. Everything looks good. You hit end all. Then you go over to bidding results. You're gonna have to scroll to the bottom and increase the page viewing size from 50 to 100 because there's more than 50 items. This is an open DKP bug. You go back to the top, click the date that you want. All the loot got posted on the 20th. You click all checkboxes, generate loot log, copy paste that, go to your spreadsheet of the black bar split, min-max loot 2026 new, click it, and then paste it in it helps, and then you're going to go to data, split text to columns, hit enter, do semicolon, hit enter again. An aerosol tactic here. Search for grats and control F, replace it with nothing. It cleans up the list so you can just see that. Then you can take all of that and sort it alphabetically. Column I, you can see there, column I, that's all the loot. This is the fun part. So I was telling you to make note of duplicates and stuff. You basically have to line up both things. You'll see here, Boots of the Ancients on the same row. This thing, they're like when Open DKP kicks out a rot item, it doesn't rot the duplicates. So basically you're killing duplicates right now, so all the lists line up matchy. Starting to get pretty good at this. You can see, like, I made note, Zugger one of those Galdrex was gonna rot, so I deleted one off the master list. You know, you're basically just going through here and pruning the master list so it matches the bidding loot. Katana of Pain, both rotted. Delete one of them, not both. You'll see why. Boom. Yeah, I'm just going through here, just checking stuff. I did this so fucking perfect for the video. It was awesome, dude. Like, Grickus won a Cylindroid Dagger, but there's two other ones, so I deleted the two extra ones. So we have one that lines up with the one on the right hand side of the black bar. Vambraces of Discontent both got bid out. There was two Velcator's spellbooks, so you delete one on the other side. Okay, you'll see here. One of the Tyro's manuscripts got bid on, the other one rotted. It doesn't say that the second one rotted, so you delete it off the left. Delete one. Fuck my life. Delete one spellbook. This is looking pretty good. Sort it by column C. You can see here, column C, sort by C. Now they line up matchy. Okay. They line up matchy in the middle. They line up matchy at the bottom. So now you can take column B, the person that has everything, paste it into column H. Boom. That's how you figure out who is sending who what. And delete out the bid value. That does not matter. And then I think from here, you select all, sort by column H now. and it makes it really nice. Column H, the person list, and boom, you have an easily shareable, screenshotable list of who to send what. I went an extra step further and searched rot and replaced it with min surplus and max surplus, so I could get that loot sent over to the people, and it looks a little more like, oh rot, it's not yours, motherfucker. You send it over to them so we can sell it to people. That's pretty good there. And then, you know, you have who to send what and what character it is on. That's perfect. That's how you do all that. This is like a 92-step video on how to do fucking loot every night. Now, I screen cap it for Slay and go back over to Discord here. Go to Officer Chat. And at Slay, post you the list. You can see that. Boom. That way it's easier for you. And then the rest I'm holding on to on either my raid loot tune or my boxes. Oh, no, Sevian's got 2 pieces of loot, so bing, bang, boom. Yep. Gonna do a little at Sevian here and paste him his couple of items. And yeah, it's great. That is great. Good job. And then from there, you know, everybody just sends the loot to each person. Those are all my tunes. That's all your shit. Says who to send to what. From here we go back to OpenDKP. We have this log loot output. Take the whole list, copy and paste it, go into last night's raid under raids. It'll be the top one. Edit it, go to the bottom, go to bulk item upload, paste the list in there, bulk add, and then disregard that bugged box. Sort it by alphabetical. You're gonna go through real quick, make sure if there's anything that's duplicate of 3 or more, you just have to adjust it real quick, like the Mask of the Tinkering here. I'm changing it to 12. It's 1 plus the lowest bid. Sale, boom, 12. That was the only triple or more, but you know, as you can see here, just doing a double check. Then you hit save and you're done. Congrats, Slay. I hope you guys do well while I'm away. This is the process on how to do loot, and good job.